All right, everyone, well, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dive in.
Yeah, well, today we're tackling something I think we can all relate to, inspiration.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, and to really get into it, we're going to, the source, the conclusion of rework.
Smart book.
Yeah, for sure. And, it really got me thinking about how do we actually grab on to inspiration and use it before?
Before it disappears.
Exactly.
Woof.
Like it's so fleeting.
It really is. And rework has this great way of putting it. They compare inspiration to something perishable,
Okay, yeah, like
like
love.
fruit, you know?
Oh, right, that makes sense.
Yeah, or that milk in your fridge that's about to go bad. It's got an expiration date.
So no pressure then.
Huh.
I mean, the book even says if inspiration hits you on a Friday, you should just ditch the weekend plans and go all in.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Yeah. And part of me is like, heck yeah, let's do it. But the other half is like, wait, well, my cat even let me do that?
Uh-huh, right?
So, is it really that serious? Would we be dropping everything when inspiration hits?
Okay, maybe dropping everything is a bit much, but I think the underlying point is really important.
What do you mean?
Well, think about those times when you're truly inspired. You know how it feels like time just flies by?
Oh, yeah, totally.
And you get so much done in like a few hours, what might normally take a whole week.
It's like you're in the zone.
Exactly. And that's what rework is getting at. They argue that inspiration is like this productivity multiplier.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's like a cheat code for getting things done.
Totally. And there's that great line in the book, inspiration is a time machine. So true. You ever felt that? Like you come out of this super productive day and it feels like a whole week has gone by.
Oh, all the time. It's wild.
Yeah, it's like you were in a different dimension.
Exactly. And that's what's so fascinating about rework. It taps into that feeling and urges us to not let those moments slip away.
To seize the inspiration.
Yeah. Grab it and ride that wave while you can.
I love that. And this is where I think it gets really interesting for our listeners. What idea is lighting your fire right now?
Ooh, that's the question.
Right. And what's holding you back? I mean, is it fear, procrastination? Or maybe you're just waiting for that spark.
Yeah, and sometimes that's the thing, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, we wait around for inspiration to just hit us like a bolt of lightning.
Ah, I see.
But rework suggests we can be more proactive and, create the conditions for inspiration to flourish.
So instead of waiting around, how do we actually make inspiration happen? Like, are there any practical tips?
Absolutely. One thing rework really stresses is being ready to capture inspiration when it strikes.
Okay, how do we do that?
Well, keep a notebook handy, use the voice memos on your phone. Heck, even scribble on napkins if you have to.
Yeah, don't let those ideas just vanish.
Exactly, because they will.
I once got an idea for a podcast episode while I was walking my dog.
No way. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and thankfully she's used to me just stopping mid-walk to write things down.
That's great. I mean, that's the key right there. Be prepared.
Totally.
And then the most crucial step, act on it. Don't let those notes just gather dust. Inspiration might be fleeting.
It is.
But the things we create, the impact we make when we actually act on it, that can last.
That's powerful stuff. So as we wrap up this deep dive, any final thoughts for our listeners who want to make inspiration a regular visitor, not just, a rare guest?
Here's a thought, and this builds on what we were just talking about. What if instead of just waiting for inspiration, you actually set aside time each week to cultivate it? Make time to explore, experiment, engage with the things that light you up.
Like a standing appointment with inspiration.
Exactly. Who knows? You might just find yourself stepping into that time machine more often than you ever thought possible.
I like that a lot. Well, that's it for today's deep dive. Big thanks to you.
Always a pleasure.
And of course, thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time.